Hello, everyone. So today is completely different. Okay, so I put it right here in the top, the picture, because I want to get you have idea about this live stream. I'm so sorry if the first, because my English not too much better. I understand this, so uh, this is crazy, you know. But okay, so welcome to my live stream. Today is very important. This information I wanted you to share this live be- because it's too much crazy to me. See one situation in Cuba right now. So a lot of people are arriving to Cuba because the government opened the project. So lot of people, different creator, the social media creator, arrival to Cuba, and right now putting the social media video and talk about real situation to Cuba, but not talk through information. It's too much important other thing. So the Cuba have 67 to the regime, very bad regime, 66, 66 years, the government have total control. All is very bad. No working, nothing. All is very bad. That's it. It's simple. So too much creator, the different country arrival to Cuba the last week. Yesterday I put in my social media, in different social media, one information probably is true, probably no. I put in the call phone uh, audio recording. Somebody in Spain talk for other person, and he he provide this information. Hey, so a lot of people going to Cuba, and if you going over there, it's possible w- stay over there 3 days free. You have all. Okay, let me see because I have problem right here in my. I listen to me. Okay, so this phone call recording talk. Hey, you have if you going to Cuba, it's possible you waiting 3 days the holiday, the vacation in the best hotel in Cuba, the National Hotel. All is free. Food, transport, all is free. It's possible you walk around to the street, safety, and you talk for the people, you know, because the objective is convoy, humanitarian convoy, and provide medicine, food, um, probably other um, product for the community. You know, uh, it's real. This is real, but all these people not talk true information. because if you're not living in Cuba or if you not have idea to Cuba, it's impossible to understand this. Imagine. So all this guy, the best creator, talk right now. I'm putting it. Are you seeing different social media information? For example, I put in. I want to share. I want to share this picture. Okay, I'm putting. Let me see. Okay, let me see. Share the picture because I want to you see this guy. Okay, I not see right here. Let me see. See. Okay, so all creator to arrive to Cuba right now talk about the good situation. So the people feeling happy in Cuba, the Cuban feeling good, but all talk about Cuba have too much problem because the problem is not government, the Cuban government. The problem is U.S. for the block, the U.S. block. You know, this is information right now. In all social media, you see all these person talk about this. Okay, I want to change the picture right here first. Okay, let me see. Try. Let's see. Okay, for example, this guy yesterday, this guy yesterday talk on the social media. Hey, hello everyone. I live in right now. I waiting right here in Cuba. It's wonderful day. It's a sun day outside, 76 degrees. It's great. So I want to around to the streets of for the people feeling happy. This guy not have idea about to how living the people inside Cuba. So this guy not have idea. In Cuba, you not eating whatever you want. So I put in more picture because I wanted you to see different. So can this guy can in in this convoy in this group, you know. So that one, that one, that one, that one. You check all people this. Okay. This guy is the most famous right here in US and in other countries. It's true. That's it. And this guy talk about to different countries, the politic system, the different countries. And this guy talk in Cuba right now. The US government have blocked Cuba, and Cuba have too much problem, and the institution, and the medicine, and the hospital, um, electric system or electric production, because US have blocked to Cuba. But it's not true, because US have embargo. It's no block, you know, because I wanted you to have this information. US in the top five, take number three in the in the let me see how do you say. So US take number three position for partnership to Cuba. You know, I have right here two information. I want to use see. So first, this guy no have idea in Cuba if you have lumber, if you have property, for example, are you agriculture, if you in Cuba have a business in the agriculture, so it's not available for you sell or your production. You know, this guy don't have idea about this. So the embargo to US no block any agriculture in Cuba. It's the government, it's the regime putting the block for the business inside Cuba. So his guy don't have idea in Cuba if you have business or you have agriculture business, you know, and you have bull or you have production to bull or cow. It's illegal killing. It's illegal, and you're going to the jail. This guy not have about this, you know. So you don't have opportunity, or any people in Cuba don't have opportunity going to any market for buy meat. It's only in dollar, you know, or euro, and you don't receive dollar compensation. You receive Cuban peso. Right now, have um, change, so $1 500 peso, because I want to you take idea. So any any worker in Cuba receive between $5 30, no 30, between $5 $20 per month. You know, any doctor receive around $20 per month. Any doctor, it's crazy. No have opportunity living basically, not take basically life. This guy not have idea this. So in Cuba, this guy not have idea. Any child, your drink, your snack is water and sugar. It's a glass water and sugar. This is the Coca-Cola in Cuba. Water and sugar mix. This guy not have idea. So this guy don't have idea in Cuba. So the government have total control, all control and all. You know, it's crazy. So in this information, in this audio recording, the call phone recording, the guy talk, hey, if you go into Cuba and you stay 3 days over there, You have only one condition. You need provide 6 video per day. After 3 days, you receive $10,000 compensation. And if you have 1 million plus in TikTok, you receive over money. So this 6 video you need to put in the social media, Facebook or Meta and X. Probably I don't have idea if this information is true or no. Probably yes, probably no. But I see right now this information at the other guy, and I think it's real. This uh, phone call recording, because all these guys talk same. In this phone call recording video, the information talk, hey, only you talk about to US, the old problem to Cuba, trade relation for the block to US to Cuba, you know? Um, it's crazy. This guy talks saying, hey, Cuban American, you know, I'm putting same information. Cuba's a wonderful country. All problem is the block to US Cuba. After you check all people this, I take one information, how many $1 million US export Cuba. Because after 2001, US opened the commercial relation to Cuba. It's real information. You put it right there in the Google or ChatGPT or whatever you want it, and you put in this information. You never arrival to Cuba, you don't have information, and you see all these guys, and you think, yeah, probably it's true. And all these recorded, all these influencers take and talk about saying, I working right here in Cuba. Cuba is good, so say too much problem, but it's not problem to government. The problem is the US can have the big block. It's not block, it's embargo. It's completely different. The Cuban government love talk and different information and confuse the people. You know, in in 1990, in Cuba have the crash uh, market. You know, the bad economy in this time. What is the best name the government put it in this situation in the 1990 in Cuba? Putting the names periodo, special periodo or special time. You know, it's the bad time. It's the broker economy and the broker system right now in this in 1900. I'm putting the name special periodo special. It's not special. It's bad periodo or bad time. You know, and change the real. It's usually, and all these creators take same uh, strategy. So if Cuba is good, the government is good. It's possible walk around Cuba. Cuba right now is too much danger only in the street. You check all information. Probably you don't have too much information about this because not have too much people recording, too much creators talk in English. My English is not so much better, but today I feeling very very bad because I see all these guys talk in Cuba as provide support to the regime. 67 years to the regime. It's too much. It's too much. So all these guys don't have idea if you in Cuba provide or you put in your social media real situation, you go into the jail. If you put it right there, how many people the how many people going to the jail in Cuba for only putting in the social media any information, you see right there. So all these people don't have idea about this. All these creators feeling free because living outside to Cuba, living in free society. You know what I'm saying? It's completely crazy. I want you to see this. So this is convoy starting in Mexico. So moving around four boats to Mexico to Cuba. I want you understand in Cuba the community fishing not have permit moving outside to Cuba for fishing. You know, you don't have any Cuban citizen living outside to Cuba no have permit for arrival in boat to Cuba. If you talk very very good about to Cuba, you have permit. You know, this is all this is not true. It's not real. It's not real, and it's very bad information. The socialism and communism is very bad. It's very dangerous. So Cuba have 67 years to the regime. It's too much time. So all problem is not US because the fishing community don't have permit for fishing. You know, don't have permit. A little bit people have permit, but your production you need to sell to the government and pay very very bad. And this production the government send outside to Cuba, no for provide good food to the community inside. It's not fair. You see all these guys talk about to Cuba and talk about to the problem is because US have the big block in Cuba. It's not true. It's not real. This all this information eh, to this influence of all these creators provide is fake information. It's real. So I wanted you see these two guys. So this guy, two creator to Cuba, Holguin. The social media is the name El Cuartico. This guy right now is politics is right now in prison in the jail because took the real situation to Cuba. The month before moving to the jail because the government not wanting. You see, you provide real situation to the government. You know, so all these guys, the different countries right now putting information about to Cuba and talk good about to the government is fake information. You check in the social media or you putting internet about to this guy. It's not fair. It's not fair. And after this, I understand that this phone call recording is true because this guy received around $500, $550 for video and walking around to Cuba, vacation 3 days, and talk. What do you want to talk? I talk bad about the US. Okay, and give me my $10,000 arrival at my country. No have problem because no need in the arrival to airport provide declaration about to $10,000. It's not too much money. It's good, pass free. I think it's real. This phone call. So this guy right now waiting in jail because talk the real situation to Cuba, but the government no wanted this because the government wanted. So a lot of people talk, oh, the government Cuba is good. The government Cuba have too much power, but the problem is the block to US. It's not fair. This guy, any guy, this don't have idea how you living in Cuba. You don't have water. You don't have water. It's impossible. Any person buy this drink water, clean water. You know, only the representative to the government. So I wanted you have idea in Cuba. Any doctor have condition for living, basically for take basically a style or basically living. You think this? So any doctor not have any card. It's impossible. Any doctor not have car, not have good gas, not have good house, probably not have any bicycle. Any doctor take too much problem for arrival any hospital for work. It's real. Not have condition. But is the problem to the government US? No. It's the problem is because the government Cuba no provide good assistance. So the government Cuba no wanted good situation inside, no wanted provide opportunity in Cuba, no wanted change the society, you know, because forgot control and all regime want to take all control. So Cuba import too much booze, too much car for business, tourist business, or police regime, but not for assistance to the people, not for community assistance. It's crazy. Um, that one is more people in Cuba provide information. All problem is Cuba. All problem is US. In Cuba, the government no want it, no want to change. The government Cuba, no, no matter to the life. It's very dangerous only. You check, all is happy. So I wanted you send any question for whatever this creator. What do you think? Any this guy drink today in the morning or eating yesterday? How you think any guy this feeling in Cuba? The Coca-Cola in Cuba. I wanted you to try if you live in the US, any citizen US. I give you one one test. I wanted you take right now in your house, take any glass and put it probably the seed to sugar. and putting water, and you remove and you drink. This is the best drink in Cuba. This is the snack to this guy. So sometimes all these child going to school and not have any eating, not have a snack, arriving to house and not have food because it's impossible, you know, because not have condition in the street, not have condition in the community. So high price and the government saying information, hey, in Cuba, take high price because little business, property business, take high price, but the high price provide the government because the government has total control. It's very bad system and very, very dangerous. Um, I want it. I want you see this this information. Okay, because you continue feeling. Okay, let me see. Okay, you and you think. Okay, let me see. I bring more big. Okay, this is real. This is real information. You check right. If you Cuba take block, if you Cuba take big block or the U.S. government take block to Cuba, it's impossible. You see this information. You check right there. Not have too much information um, for, for because not have the Cuban sometimes not provide all information or not provide true information. But if you check right here, so Chinese is the first partnership in Cuba, Spain, and number three is US. Is is US. So Chinese import to Cuba 1,130 million dollars in 2022. No, Spain 996 million dollars and US 450 million dollars. Argentina 3,045 million, Mexico 3,042, Brazil 300 336 million, Germany 247, Italy 228, Vietnam 228, Vietnam 219, and Canada 189. So all import $9.83 billion. If you have if you have big block, it's impossible you take this. And if you check US take number three in this list, you know, you not talk you not talk real information. You talk bullshit and you talk fake information. Okay, you continue. Because if you citizen or you American guy, you think it all these creators talk real information. Okay, top export destination from Cuba. Cuba export to Spain in 2022, 347 million. Chinese 176 million. Germany 41 million. French 29, Venezuela 27, Canada 24, Hong Kong 23, Cyprus 18, Belgium 14, and Italy 40 million. All export seven, seven, 771 million. Okay, if you have big block, it's impossible you take this. You know how you talk me, US take big block, and all problem in Cuba is because US take big block. This is information you put in internet and you check. Probably you don't understand too much me, but don't worry. I'm probably you smile because my English not too much better. So Celia Cruz tag, hey, my English not too not better looking. Same to me. Okay, I want to see. I wanted you check this. U.S. Okay, let me see organized right here. Remember, all these creator talk in Cuba have the bad situation, the bad situation because US have big block and not provide opportunity for business to Cuba or Cuba take equipment or take all wanted all any equipment needs. Okay, you take this list. Okay, US export to Cuba between 2019 between 2025. If you provide or if you put in block, it's impossible. You receive, you take, or you buy, or you receive any product, any product about the US. You know, I think this. I don't know how how you see this. So in 2019, US export to Cuba around 260, 286 million. How? How this is possible? If the US is the bad government, if the US have big block to Cuba, and how is possible if we all problem to Cuba, the responsibility is to US government. Look this. So all these creators in Cuba right now provide information very bad about the US government. It's not true. In 2020, U.S. export $286 million. This is real information. How is possible? 2021, $177 million export US to Cuba. Why? Why you talk all your problem is US government, a politic US? No, because US export product to Cuba. 2021, 2021. Uh, I have right here two information. 2021, 177 and $180 million. Okay, 2022, the global economy is starting again in 2022, you know, and Cuba and US sent to Cuba around $450 million export to Cuba product. How is possible? How is possible this? If you see this information, just saying one question to any creator: how is possible you talk about block to Cuba if the U.S. export product to Cuba? 2022 again, the record you check right there, red 586 million export to Cuba 2022. 2024, $586 million. And 2025, the last year, 590 million. How is possible if you have big block? This is real information. This is real information. So the government, the Cuban government, is not fair. It's very bad system. Have 67 to the regime. Have total control. You don't have opportunity. You take good lifestyle. Because if you have good lifestyle, you think different. You think different. And you want a more opportunity. And you want to change. You know? The government don't want this. This is real information. How is possible you talk me? Hey, in Cuba have too much problem because the US have big block. No, Cuba have embargo. US have embargo to Cuba, but it's not all problem to Cuba is not uh, US block or US embargo because Cuba have opportunity. You see right here, different country, around 80 country, 100 country take good relationship. But the problem to Cuba is not pay, not pay, not pay your account. The government say the government, the regime say one strategy, but not working, but take one strategy. All year talk in the ONU all year talking the work and take year over year this different creator and send information. I need a help for my country. I need a help for my people. I need a help for my community. And the social media have evidence the government receive product, receive help, humanitarian help, and put it in the market and sell to the and sell. You check all information and put it humanitarian help sell in Cuba. The government sell. The government receive year over year humanitarian help. So when I continue this 67 years, it's too much time. It's too much. And the government, the US government, wanting remove because half idea. The government US wanting remove to embargo, but only wanting you open your economy, only follow the law, you know, and provide um, other party, other party, political party. So in Cuba, I only have one political party, 67 years. So the government talk in Cuba, the people have election, the best election. I I provide this information. The community provide vote for representative in your community. This is election in Cuba. What do you think? You not take election about your representative in your country, in your state. No, the community people Cuba take vote for representative in your street, in your community, in your neighborhood. It's crazy. 67 years to the regime, only US wanted you change your system, you provide opportunity, you follow the law. So you change and approve multiple party, you know, and provide election for president. That's it. It's simple. But no money. Because understand this regime is dangerous and the people want to change the copy, the people in Cuba want to change the system and want to change to the government. What do you think? In 1964, to the sister to Fidel Castro and Raúl Castro moving outside to Cuba because understand is very bad very bad idea about to Cuba. Um, your brother take very bad idea for the revolution or for the political party. It's real. In 1964, Juanita, sister to Fidel Castro and Raúl Castro, moving outside to Cuba because she don't want it in this time living in the communism party and the communism system. You know, it's crazy. 67 to the regime. 60 years. So the government take total control. The medical assistant is not working, nothing. The education no working, nothing. No have basic good condition. In the roads, no, the road is crazy. So the public transportation in Cuba is the big truck. The big truck, no bulls. You usually um, horse um, travel for horse. Crazy. 67 years to the regime. So the world moving, the world takes shame. Why Cuba waiting in the time? It's not fair. So the community Cuba want to change, want to living more better, want to living better, want to take basic opportunity. All information is right here. So the embargo to Cuba is not too much bad because U.S. say Cuba because U.S. have relationship to Cuba and want to provide this. Hey, you want to? I remove to embargo. You provide opportunity for election, free election for any other representative in the government. The election fair, you know, it's simple. You want to? I remove to the embargo. Okay, it's simple. Follow the law. If you talk real situation in Cuba, you're going to the jail. If you are you agriculture, are you killing any bull in your property, you're going to the jail because the government talk is illegal. You eating lobster is illegal. Iceland, Cuban Iceland, eating lobster is illegal. And the government take and sell outside to Cuba, Europa market. It's not fair. And the old representative in Cuba living good, take good house, take free food, take too much money. What do you think? Is fair? Is fair? No, no. And all these guys that today provide information to Cuba in the social media not have idea how is living in Cuba. So a lot of people moving outside to Cuba and cross between 9, 13 country to arrival to US because it's impossible continue living in Cuba. And probably 90% or 99% to people in Cuba want to moving outside. The Cuban not take no have no want to change in Cuba. No want to provide good opportunity. No want to take good situation in Cuba. So never provide good program for repair to um, energy factory, thermoelectricas or the big machine to energy. It's crazy. So all these creators right now working in the street to Cuba, not talk true, not talk real situation to Cuba. A lot of people in Cuba have too much problem. Between 20, 30 hours of energy, not in Cuba. It's not right now. This is not the best, the big problem right now. No. All year before, in Cuba have too much problem. In Cuba, not receive continued water in in your house. It's not fair. You going to Cuba and the government pay you, and you talk, okay, all in Cuba is safety, all in Cuba is chilling. The people in, oh, this guy talk in Cuba, oh, all in Cuba is chilling, relaxing. No, it's not fair. Cuba have too much problem, but the problem is not for embargo. It's the government Cuba. If you are rival and you talk the real situation, you're going to the jail. All is bullshit. It's not fair. No have idea. Take 2 days no eating nothing because you don't have opportunity. Take uh, good compensation in your work. What are you talking about? No man. You talk about it. Why? So why all country or different country have the relation to Cuba for so because in different country Cuba saying the the group the doctor or group to medicine provide good medicine in other countries, but in Cuba not working to the medicine system. And different countries talk to Cuba, hey, I want to pay for any doctor working right here in my country. The government talk, no, I wanted all this money and pay same to pay Cuba. The government is not fair. The regime is not fair. The communism is not fair. It's very bad system. It's very dangerous all the system. If you don't live in this system, you don't have idea how it's living there. You know, what are you talking about? You arrive and waiting 3 days in the hotel. I put it right there. Imagine to the old people moving electric car, very, very happy, feeling very happy. Yeah, because you're not living. You don't have idea. You waiting in any station or waiting in any street because you're going to other city and don't have opportunity for pay the high price, you know, for the transport because you don't have transport. You don't have your car. You don't have your bike. What are you talking about? You took me. You took me. The old problem in Cuba is the block or embargo. It's not block. It's embargo. It's completely different because if you have block, you don't have opportunity to receive all this, and it's impossible if you have block. Take good relationship or you take partnership for Cuba or US. You check right here the information. That one is true. And you put it right there. Cuba have business to Cuba. US send product to Cuba. And you put it right there. It's in the internet. Man, it's not fair. So all this guy talk, hey, I right here, I in Cuba, the hotel, all is ceiling. All is ceiling. I feeling good. Oh man, you don't have idea how is you start in the morning, no eating nothing, not taking in your house any food because the government have control to the market and you don't have money because you working in any work and your compensation you receive one time per month compensation and you don't have transport for arrival your job and return you need it and you don't have opportunity for take other job because all people have same situation Same situation, the doctor, same situation, the engineer, same situation to the teacher. People, I want to tell you something. The real. The government to Cuba talk not talk real information. The problem in Cuba is the government, is the party, communist party, 67 years to the regime. I want to continue right there. So the U.S. government want to try change, want to provide opportunity to change. You provide opportunity, your real opportunity, your people, but the government don't want it. I prefer this. A lot of people talk, hey, Cuba all is chilling. Cuba, the problem to Cuba is the law to US. It's not real, man. It's not real. But I understand if this phone call recording is true because all this every day putting in the social media this video, talk video, and talk about the situation, but not talk all information. You know, look at this in the boat to Cuba. Why open for all people, all citizen Cuba living outside to Cuba, moving to vacation in Cuba in your boat? Oh, because no wanted this, because it's not real. Look at this. A Spain guy talk about to Cuba. Oh, all is good. No man, no man. You don't have idea how is start in the morning, start in the morning, and you drink water and sugar mix. This is your Coca-Cola in Cuba, water and sugar mix. And you see in the morning at your daughter or your son in the morning and told you, hey dad, hey mom, I have hungry. And you see and talk, hey, no have nothing in my kitchen. You don't have idea this. Come on, boy. Look at this guy. Hey, bro, you don't have idea if your daughter, your son tell you, hey dad, I feeling hungry. I need to eating something. And you talk, you drink water, um, sugar, and this is your juice, and you going to the school. And arrival to the school and take 8 hours over there, not take food in the school because your dad or your mom need provide food for the school. What do you think? You think it's fair system? You think this real? Any guy this not have idea this probably never in your life drink water to sugar mix. Never. Come on, dog. You don't have idea. You don't have idea how is waiting all day and all night. You don't have energy. You don't have opportunity to prepare any food in your house. Come on, man. You talk, oh, all is good. No, 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 no. No, man. So the government to Cuba talk face information. All these guys, all these influencers not have idea how living the people in Cuba. It's not true. You talk about Cuba, the all problem is because US have big embargo or big block. It's not blocked, it's embargo. And you check right there the information. I put it again. So US US is friend is partner for export and import products to Cuba. Okay. Hello everyone. Thank you for look me. My English, I understand my English not too much better, but I feeling very bad because I see in the social media today and yesterday see too much video for all these guys talk about to Cuba, feeling happy, I'm feeling good, feeling chilling, feeling chilling in Cuba. Hey, come on, man, drinking water and juice, drinking water. Um, and sugar mix. It's your drink, it's your coke every day, 360 days for year. Your daughter, your son, you try. After this, you taught me. You're waiting one day completely and not preparing food in your house and your son around. I have hungry. I want to eat something. And you don't have money or don't have nothing in your kitchen and your freezer. Oh man, no, it's not real. The government, the communism is dangerous. It's a very bad system and it's not fair. I sure, I swear, I swear. So you check. This information is real. It's not too much. It's not very bad embargo because if you provide this export to Cuba, hey, how is possible? How is possible? It's real? No, no, no. Right here, you take that information and you send any question to agriculture group in Florida, have relationship for the government to Cuba because have opportunity for working over there. It's no big block. It's no uh, danger only block. It's not real. It's embargo, but it's not too much very bad. No, it's embargo, but flexible embargo. You check the real information. You you think and you putting info you look information, but you see my social media right there. You see all probably not understand because all the information is in Spanish, but the real situation, the hospital, the school, the street, the transport, the life, education, communism and socialism is very dangerous. Okay, so finish my stream. Wonderful day. Probably in Cuba, all people not have wonderful day never if you not change the system and change the government. Because 67 years to the regime is too much. It's necessary change to the government and change to the system. The solution for the community, Cuban community, the solution for the world, because Cuba moved outside for all country communism idea. You check Venezuela. Venezuela crashed because follow the idea, the Cuban idea. It's real. It's not fair. Okay, people, wonderful day. You train your house. Hey guy, hey, you train your house. You take water and put in sugar, mix and drink. This is the snack in Cuba for any child. Think 1 second. If you're living in Cuba, this is the drink for any child in Cuba. It's not fair. Okay. So wonderful day. Probably this information is the first time you see. Probably you check more and take more idea about to Cuba, about to the situation, the real situation. All these guys, all this, you check all. I want to you check all these guys. This guy working to the Cuban government and saying one uh, one information. All problem in Cuba is because US have big block, but it's not true. All this talk fake information. You check, you check me, you check people. If you look one day in the stream or in any video, you saying how is possible US export market export product to Cuba if he had big block to check this guy. And this guy is the chilling in Cuba. All in Cuba is chilling. He feeling chilling and all people in Cuba feeling all people feeling chilling. Oh man. It's it's very bad. It's very bad. And you see this, hey, it's not fair, man. Cuba is the problem. The problem is the government. The problem is the regime. The problem is the system, and the problem is the communism. You know, wonderful day, and see you next time.